Searching access patterns within the last 3 hours. Progress estimate, 63%. Affirmative. Resuming.
Calvino, what did you do to my conference room?
Eh? What? Yes. I was just about to call you.
All I see is a dot.
Yes, that's right. It's the calibration system for the new touchscreen. You only have to run it one time.
Are you kidding me?
Just follow the dot. When it turns green, touch it. It should...
Damn it, Calvino, I do not have time to play sing along with your bouncing ball. I'll call you back.
Data vault DVM3.
Computers are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls and life support. We're going to clear out Dal's shit can't operate.
No more mishaps with the
Air on this station.
Dal populated his entire crew with customized operators.
Server arcs.
He made the mistake of hanging his hopes in the machine. Flesh and blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. The upload just kicked in. Meet me in the operator. We have important work to do.
Log submitted.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Target Typhon material inconclusive. Logging calibration request.
Good to see you again, Dr. Yu. Dr. Yu. Hello, Dr. Yu.
Error log submitted. Ready to scan.
Good evening, Talos. Registration for the Talos Employees Talent Show is now open. See Galen in the crew quarters front desk to reserve a slot.
Attitude adjustment required.
Morgan, we're in life support now. It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dal wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
Hans, we need to talk about Annalise Gallegos.
Eradicator Auto-Turret version 0.7.6. Deploying. Ready to scan. Scanning target Typhon material inconclusive.
Hello, Dr. Yu. Hello.
Scanning target Typhon material inconclusive. Logging calibration request. Thank you. Deploying. Scanning target error. Insufficient Typhon material found. Standing down. Coming through.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the Coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it. And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Specimens required.
Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined. No matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The Coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the Coral. It will hijack the Coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck, Morgan. I just regret... Morgan, thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath. if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me. I suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos 1. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined, no matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message, and who is listening to it. I have a feeling you already know. I'm carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We will hijack the coral's signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Look, Morgan, I just regret I won't be at your side to see it happen.
You anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds. History. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January is right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Okay, so my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending, setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The risk is substantial. If we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything, so... I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized. One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this, that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos 1. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
Target Typhon material inconclusive.
The heart of the Coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null-wave device there will override the entire Coral network with our own signal. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
This is it.
Good evening.
Either you destroy Talos 1, or that creature destroys us.
To protect your coworkers' privacy, security terminals are reserved for authorized uses only. If you're not wearing a blue uniform, you're probably not authorized.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
More specimens required. Research complete.
Dr. Yu, you probably didn't see me there.
Inconclusive. Blocking calibration.
another dose of Morgan's cell lines. Do it. That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Assume Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
Something here.
Microgravity detected. Scanning channel type material inconclusive. Logging calibration request.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the up?
I don't know.
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to this...
Station at.
In the shuttle bay.
Good evening, Talos. Mr. Tucker from HR would like to remind you that if your personal data has changed since the previous pay cycle, please contact him immediately. Mr. Tucker's office is on the second floor of the lobby.
You tricked him. Who programmed you?
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time. It is the future, today. More importantly, our past, today. This is the work TranStar does. Every employee working together. It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
It's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game. And now it's time to beat the mind game.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Dar. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null-wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do. We're gonna shake things up, like old times.